Welcome Aquarius to Golden Sun Tarot. This is Sonica and I'll be reading your August 2014 Tarot forecast from Spirit. So let's see what August has in store for you guys. We have the first week of August, the second week of August, the third week of August, and the fourth week of August. And as I was shuffling the cards, I had a couple of cards that popped out at me, and I'm just going to find them for you guys because I believe that when cards pop out like that, Spirit is actually trying to give me a message, and so those cards should be included in the reading. So give me just a second. Actually, two of the cards, interestingly, that did pop out as I was shuffling are actually here in the reading for August. So just give me a second. I know there was another card here. I'm just going to pull it out. Yes, so we had Tower and we had that. And I think that's really it. Oh no, we had one more. We had the Fool. Okay, great. So I have all the cards I need. So let's get started, Aquarius. So in the first week of August, we have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups, okay? So the Six of Cups gives me I get the sense that in the first week, you're maybe revisiting the past in some way, or the past comes back to you. Could be someone from the past, or maybe past circumstances come up again in your life. Maybe what you were surrounded with in the past comes back into your life in the first week of August. And it could be positive. I mean, it could be people from the past giving you a gift. Something, an element from the past is present in your life in the first week. And there's a sense of familiarity there because it is in the past. There's a sense of familiarity. I can never say that word right. So, and it could also be that maybe someone from your past brings you a gift here, brings you something in your emotional life. Maybe it's a past love or past friendship, and they come back to you and they bring you a little gift. And there's security here. There's a sense of, almost a sense of like going back home or going back to what you knew. Or what you knew kind of comes back into your life in the first week. And I think it will be good in some way. It may not be spectacular. It might not change your life with with the past coming back into your life somehow in the first week of August, but I think it'll be good. It's something you might just be content with. It's just the energy there feels positive, or at least content. It doesn't feel, I don't get the sense that there's anything negative there. Okay. Now in the second week of August, we have you meditating and maybe even sleeping a lot. We have the Four of Swords. So in the second week, it seems like maybe you're thinking things over. Maybe something in your life needs a lot of thinking and you're just kind of resting, kind of getting away from it all and meditating and thinking in isolation about something going on in your life. Yeah, I think it's rest. It's a period of rest. You might also be going deeper into your spirituality. And things might just overall be calmer in the second week for you. The energy kind of feels like things are maybe moving slowly. They're just calm. It might just be because it's August. Maybe you're taking a vacation, or maybe it's just not that busy at work. It's, it could happen. That could be the reason why. And you are resting, right? There's meditation, there's rest here, there's mental rest and mental peace here. And it might be forced upon you by external forces. Or it could also be, but I get more of the sense that it's you yourself bring it on yourself. So you force yourself to rest and meditate and think over things in isolation. Okay? Now, in the third week, actually, I just want to also, I'm getting this too. I'm getting that maybe this second week is connected to what happens in the first week. Maybe something when the past comes into your life, back into your life in the first week. You maybe into the second week, you need time to maybe think it over, think about all this that has come at you from just externally and from the past. Maybe all that's happened to you in sort of the first week here in relation to the past. Um, but again, I mean, it could also be you just taking a nice vacation and resting, which is always good. And in the third week, we have a very different energy. We have the Ten of Wands. So we have the Ten of Wands. And in the third week, you kind of, your energy, I mean, I think there's a little bit of a drudgery here in the third week. Maybe it's just something, maybe a work project or a creative project forces you to kind of really work hard. I mean, you are really working hard, and there's a sense of burden on your shoulders, and you're kind of drudging along in a way. And it might just be so many things that you have to bear around that time. And I think that it's I get the sense that you feel maybe you don't have, maybe there's so many things going on and so many in your life at this time, so many things that require a lot of energy and passion. But for you in that third week, you don't exactly have all that energy, and therefore there's a bit of drudgery. I mean, you're not like the King of Wands in the third week, where you have all this energy to take on all these different things and these ideas and these creative projects. You may not just have energy on something that might be completing even. It could be a set of projects or just one creative project that's completing, but your energy is sort of drained. You feel a little drained here. And it's interesting. I mean, in the second week, you're sort of meditating, or kind of having, you know, you're in a state of sort of mental calm and peace. And I would think as part of that, because I mean, so many things in our life are mind over matter. I would think that, you know, in the second week, you're also physically, you're at rest. But it's so interesting in the third week, you almost seem sort of wear down. I get the sense that you're just worn down by things. Worn down, yeah. And in the fourth week of August, we have a major arcana card. So we have the Chariot reversed, which is interesting. So in the fourth week of August, it may be that um, there's, it might indicate to me that if you're traveling, um, there's some glitches along the way, or just throughout the fourth week, you have a lot of glitches in traveling. And traveling may not be actual physical traveling by plane, trains, or car. Traveling could also be traveling over the internet in terms of just communication. I see communication as a form of travel in some way, you know, because there's exchange of words. Words go back and forth, and there might be glitches here. You might have glitches in relation to technology, and sometimes when I see the Chariot reverse, I think of Mercury, or Hermes, which is who is the Greek god of the Greek messenger god, um, the god of messages, of travel. And so there may be in the fourth week, maybe glitches and trouble with technology and communication, and even you know, just also physical travel as well. It could be that your flight's delayed, things of that sort. But also in the fourth week, I feel like when in relation to energy and maybe spirituality, I feel like you're not able to take focused, directed, and commanding action. I feel like you're maybe being pulled apart, or pulled in two different or a couple of different places. You're trying as best as you can to have control over that, but you can't get that control. So you're sort of being pulled in different directions in the fourth week of August. And So it might drain you a little bit, or it might really test you. So just be aware of that, control those beasts, so you see in the reverse, you see these two beasts, and they're kind of, they're in two different directions. They're also different colors too here. So you have black and white, and in the reverse, you're not sort of like this militaristic leader who charges forward and has control over his beasts. This beasts have control over you. So anything that's pulling you in two different directions, and that could also be maybe maybe there's the fact that maybe your heart and your mind are in two different places, your emotions and your logic and your rationale are in two different places, or several different places. Maybe there's a sense of confusion there. So you got to tame them, tame those beasts. Try to become as focused as you can. Be aware of this energy in the fourth week, and the more you are aware of these potentials, for these potential, I would say, negative aspects, the more you can lessen their impact on your life. Okay? So just be aware of it. So as I was shuffling, I had three other cards that popped out at me. And so we have the Fool here. So I'll start with the Fool. So I think sometime throughout this month, sometime during this month, or actually maybe even throughout the whole month, you are going to be like the Fool. You are going to be open to possibilities. You're going to be whimsical. You're going to be looking forward to things and wanting to accept all the options that are sort of out there for you. You're not going to be thinking about them too much, and I feel like you're going to be just open to possibilities. Like a child, you're going to be always hungry in a way. Steve Jobs, I think, one time in a famous speech at Stanford, I think it was, said something like, always be hungry, or always be the fool. Be the fool. So you, Aquarius, this month in August 2014, you will be the Fool. You will be hungry, and you will be open to options, or things just coming at you. Open to ideas, and open to maybe hanging out with a bunch of different people. Um, Up for doing all these different things, and so you're going to have that energy around you and in you at some point in August, or either throughout August. It might be in relation to the first week, where the past comes back to you, and maybe you reconnect with someone in the past, and you kind of have fun with them, and you are open to possibilities with this person from the past. Or maybe overall, as um, maybe you are open to just, you kind of just, so what I'm getting is that you are, whatever comes your way, whatever burdens you have or are faced with, or whatever sticky situations you are faced with in August, you're going to remain the Fool in a way. You're not going to get so emotionally frustrated with them. For most of August, I think, you're going to just play the Fool. That's what you're going to do. In the Okay, so we have another major arcana card. So in August we have the Tower. Yes, we have the Tower. It is the 16th card of the major arcana. So I know everybody gets afraid when they get the Tower. I have to admit that when I do readings for myself, I also get afraid of the Tower. But the Tower isn't something for you to be afraid of. So I think sometime during the month, something will happen it will be a deconstruction of something. Something will kind of break apart, or maybe might even leave your life. But it might not be something major. It really doesn't have to be something major. It just might be something minor, to be honest. And just much more mundane, and even something, to be honest, that you could see coming. I feel like maybe in some way you see this deconstruction, or this thing of something just kind of falling apart, coming into your life. You could see it ahead, because, and the reason I say that is because whatever it deconstructs when the Tower is shown in a reading, usually had leaky foundations to begin with. So it never would have been stable. It never would have held up anyways. So the time has come. You know, by external force, the tower will deconstruct. So something will deconstruct. It's time for it to deconstruct. It's divine timing. It would have never held up because it has leaky foundation. And it could also be, it doesn't have to be something physical that deconstructs or something in the material world that deconstructs. It could also be a way of thinking for you. It could also be your outlook on something, your viewpoint on something that you've held maybe for a long time, or something that you've held strongly, like a strong belief, and you finally let it go. Or you finally let a bad behavior go or a bad habit go. That could be what the tower also indicates. It's going to happen in August. Okay. And then the final card here we have is the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is interesting. I feel like there's going to be some sort of a choice maybe you're going to face. I feel like in the material world, in the physical world, it could be in relation to a job or a money situation or a project that brings you abundance monetarily or in the physical world. I feel like you're going to be looking at it, you're going to be evaluating it, you're going to come to a period of rest, and you're going to just wonder whether you should continue with this project or whether you should move on to something else. You're going to observe what you have created so far or the options that are available to you now in the material world. It could be in relation to several job choices. So you're going to have that sometime in August. And so that'll pop up. You'll come to a point sometime in August where you have to ponder about what you've created so far and all the options that are available to you and what you want to do about them. So there's like this moment of pause in August, and I think that is important. I get the sense that it is key. It is a key for you to obviously move forward on something. Okay. So now I'm going to pull one last card for you, Aquarius. You have a very interesting reading. And I'm just going to pull the theme for August 2014 for Aquarius. So what is the theme for August 2014 for Aquarius? Okay. So we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So King of Pentacles in reverse. The King of Pentacles in reverse might be that maybe you are not thinking about a job or money or financial situation in the right way. Maybe you are not being responsible in what you and how you think about maybe making money throughout the month or your job situation throughout the month or different options that are available to you. Maybe you might not make the right choice. Because that sort of theme is there. It could also be that you're not being responsible with your money or your financial situation or even your home, what you have created in the material world around you, your home. Maybe you're just not being responsible about it. It could also be maybe you're not looking after it. You're not looking after your purse strings this month. And you're not being responsible this month in some way with your money or with your what you have, uh, your possessions, your material and physical possessions. um, you're not able to maybe make wise decisions in that area of your life this month, I think, or that energy is there. It's difficult, I think, for you to remain responsible this month with what you own, and that is your maybe your home life with and your wealth and your money and your finances, and yeah, could be your business. It could also be, Aquarius, that a King of Pentacles does enter your life or figure strongly in your life this month in August, and but he is not responsible. He is not financially responsible, I think, or an astute businessman, or he isn't. He is um, he is money oriented, but I believe he isn't money oriented in the proper positive way. Maybe he's greedy. Maybe he's way too stingy with his money. Maybe he doesn't understand the value of money or possessions. Maybe he's so focused on money and abundant and physical and material abundance and wealth that it isn't good. Overall, it isn't good. Maybe he's just not careful with his money also. Um, Maybe he isn't a sound advisor. Maybe he isn't a sound money manager, advisor on finances. Or a very good businessman. He might not be a very honest, down to earth businessman. Okay. Um, this month, I mean, he doesn't always have to be this way, but maybe it's like this month. Maybe something's going on this month that makes you realize these things about him, or he keeps occurring throughout the month. He's like a major theme this month for you. And he could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, a man or woman. Again, this could be a woman who figures strongly for you. Just someone with earthly qualities. They don't exactly have to have that sun sign. Maybe that's prominent within their birth charts. Maybe those signs are prominent within their birth charts. Okay? But anyway, Aquarius, so that's your reading for August 2014. Those are your messages from Spirit. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful month. And I hope to see you the next time. And please do check out your readings for your rising sign and your moon sign, because they will give you a greater awareness of the other aspects of your life for the month. Okay?